Hello, everybody. Hi, thanks so much for joining today. We're glad to see you. Welcome to today's daily antidote of song. Super excited to have someone in the room with us we haven't seen in a while. So excited to be singing with T. Martin today. And we'll get back to T in just a minute. Let's say hi to everybody out there on the live stream. Hello, folks on YouTube, and hello, folks on Facebook. We're glad you joined us today. And of course, a huge hello to everybody in the room. I'm going to say hello and thank you, of course, to T coming in from Sebastopol, California. Hi to Anna coming in from Cambridge, Mass. Glad you're here today. Anna is the Daily Antidote Song Program Manager. Hi to Becky coming in from Vancouver, Kathy in Colorado, Marcia in Ontario. Hi to somebody on audio, I think that's Deli, Deborah in Kentucky, Sarah, Mabel, and maybe a bear in Massachusetts, two bears. Hi to Athena in Brooklyn, Pauline in Newcastle, UK, Julie in Ontario, Canada. Hi to Susan in Ohio, Louise in Devon, UK. Hi to Ruth and Clive coming in from Bromsgrove, UK. That's a new place. James coming in from Maryland. Hello to Carolyn in Boise, Idaho, who's reminding us that today is day 1,468 days of consecutive singing in this space. And hats off to all of you for making this possible. Lola in British Columbia, Annette in California, Bonnie in Boise, Idaho, Bob in Albany, Nancy in Washington State, Storm in Mass, Susan in Seattle. Let's see, Luda in Victoria with Mark. Hello, Luda and Mark. We're glad to see both of you. Glad you're here today, coming in from Victoria, BC. Kathleen in Albuquerque, Dan in Vienna, Virginia, Hoda in British Columbia, Ann in Silver Spring, Maryland. Hello to Rachel, maybe new to us today. Glad you're here. Kevin in DC, hello. Laris coming in from the UK. Glad you're here. Linda on Orcas Island. Sheila in North Florida. Delhi, there you are. Caitlin coming in from the Bay Area, maybe new to us today. Elizabeth in California, Bronwyn, Noel, maybe new to us today. Kat in Vermont, Caroline in DC, Gary in Mass, Curly Tops in Vermont, Lynn in Connecticut, Penny in Victoria, Carol in Connecticut, and Kevin coming in from New Hampshire. Let's all take a deep breath. If I missed you on the hello end of things, I will get you on the goodbye end of things. And I am super excited to have in the room with us today T. Martin coming in from Sebastopol, California. And I think here with us today for the second time, or maybe the third? Third, okay. But it's been a while and we've missed you and we're glad you're back here with us. And so T, let's see if how well I'm going to do with this. T ran a choir for 6 years called the
co-led the Thrive Street Choir down in the Bay Area. Yeah.
Thank you. And she's now running a choir, not co-leading, but actually leading a choir in Sebastopol. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And can you just tell us a little bit more about, yourself before, fill in my not very good intro for me?
Thanks, Joe. Hi, everybody. Good to see you all out there. As Joe said, my name is T or Teresa Martin. I am calling in from Sebastopol, California, and yeah, I co-led this choir called the Thrive Street Choir down in the Bay Area for about 6 years, and the Thrive Street Choir is focused on singing songs for justice on the streets, so local organizers have an action, and then they can call us up and say, hey, show up for the action tomorrow, we need music, and they don't have to worry about the music. And I just this past month started a choir here in Sebastopol called Murmuration, and we are singing together every week and having a blast. And I also have some online offerings and things, but I've been singing as my main gig for a bunch of years now.
So that is really great. I know I've seen you singing with a lot of people who we sing with in here. And so I see that you're, sort of in the music community and doing a lot of things out there in the world, which I hope we'll get a little bit of time to talk about later. Can we start just by singing with you?
Let's sing. This first song, the lyrics will be in the chat. It says, may there be freedom, may there be peace, may there be healing of what is broken, may there be freedom, may there be peace, may there be holding for the hurting. So I'll sing it through once and then I'll break it down for you. May there be freedom, may there be peace, may there be healing, what is broken, may there be freedom, may there be peace, May there be holding for the hurting. That's the whole thing. I'll do it line by line. May there be freedom. May there be peace. Now you. May there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be healing. What is broken, may there be healing. What is broken, may there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be holding for the hurting. May there be holding for the hurting. I'll do it line by line one more time. May there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be healing. What is broken, may there be healing. What is broken, may there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be holding for the hurting. May there be holding for the hurting. So that's the whole song. We'll sing this for a couple more minutes together, all together now. And you can add harmonies if you're someone who likes to harmonize. And we'll just jump on in. And maybe you want to look at your screen and just notice all the people that are here singing with you. You can take a deep breath if you want. Before we sing this again, remembering what it is that you're singing for. What are you singing for freedom about? What are you singing for healing about? What healing of what hurting do you want to sing for? All right, let's jump on in. May there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be healing. What is broken, may there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be holding for the hurting. May there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be healing. What is broken, may there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be healing. What is broken, may there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be holding for the hurting. And just on a whisper now. May there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be healing. What is broken, may there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be holding for the hurting. And give it everything you got. May there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be healing. What is broken, may there be healing. May there be peace. May there be healing. What is broken. All right, one last time. To someone else on the screen that you can see, let them know. May there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be healing. What is broken, May there be freedom. May there be peace. May there be holding for the hurting and the grieving and the numbed out and the mothers and the children and all of us. Thanks for joining in that song, everybody.
Oh, T, thank you for singing that song. That was really, really moving and really lovely to sort of go through a lot of various emotions around concepts right now, like freedom and peace and hurting and healing. And there's just so much going on in the world right now that I think words like numbness that you threw in there in the end, there's a lot, I think, right now for us to all be dealing with. So can we please all give it up for T? So glad that they're back in this room with us again. It feels like you've come back to our little home, so we're glad to have you. Do you want to talk more about that song and how it came to you and how you're
Certainly.
thinking and feeling?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks for saying it's like I'm back in your house. I feel like I'm in your living room. I like the idea of all of us singing in your living room together. The daily antidote room. Um, yeah, that song came to me this past October after the October 7th attacks in Israel. I was in New Mexico at the time, and a friend of mine who is Israeli was grieving a lot, and I was sitting with what was happening and sitting with the incredible violence that's been happening in Palestine for decades, and thinking about, like, what's needed here. What do we do? What's my prayer in the midst of this incredible violence, in the midst of the conflict, in the midst of um, terrible trauma for so many people, in all different ways. And um, and right now I really sing this song for Gaza. I sing for an end to bombs dropping. I sing for freedom of Palestine. I sing for healing of the traumas and the hurts. Um, yeah, and and for all of the hurts and the traumas in our own communities and in our own lives, and all the ways that um, yeah, just
Thank you.
since October 7th, there's been so much grief, in many ways, and now especially singing it for Gaza.
Yes, thank you so much, T. That's very beautiful. Um, I know that for a lot of people, it's been a really complicated journey, the unfoldings between Israel and Palestine. And I also feel like there aren't very many people who wouldn't agree that, there's a lot of civilian lives that have been lost, and that's always a wrong direction. So any lives lost is a wrong direction. But particularly right now, we're just seeing so many lives upturned, disrupted, in Israel and in Gaza and elsewhere in the world. And we talk in here a lot about the fact that, like, in the end, it comes down to peace, or it comes down to kindness, like with any of the conflicts, with even any human conflict. When you're looking through a lens of peace, or you're looking through a lens of kindness, the idea of hurting other people gets much more complicated to even envision. But I loved the words that you had in there, the healing of what is broken and the holding for the hurting, because as humans, I feel like no matter how hard we try, we still create hurt, where we still create a need for healing, or we get hurt and have a need for healing. And so it's really nice to sit inside of all of those words and to think about how appropriate they are for so many humans right now on this planet who are in tough situations, who are hurting. And so thank you for bringing all of that. Do you want to, sort of share out anything else about sort of how you're coping in the world. I mean, we're coping in here by singing a lot. I suspect that's probably what you would say too. But just sort of, how are you doing, and what's going on for you?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, the songs hold us as my mentor and probably someone who many of you know, Melanie Demore says, a song can hold you up when there seems to be no ground beneath you. So yeah, I've just recently started this choir here, as I said, and I'm finding that gathering every week and singing is such a balm to the grief of these times, to the pain of these times, and just coming together and singing. And I think especially after um, not being able to gather and um, yeah, not being able to gather for so many years to sing because of COVID, and acknowledging that many people still don't feel safe to gather, but that the tide has definitely turned towards people gathering more, and I feel so lucky to be able to do that again. So it's a huge gift to get to sing with people, and yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
Thank you, T. That's very nice. Yeah. So somebody just recently was telling me, it was actually Anna, was telling me a story about someone that had come into the daily after not having been in for a while, and it made them realize how much they need singing in the middle of their day. And so it's interesting as we get back to sort of more normal life rhythms. It's interesting how the soothers, the self soothers, the community soothers are sometimes the first thing that get lost because we're very busy being busy, and we sort of forget to take those pauses. Not all of us. Some folks are really good at remembering to take the pauses. But just that notion that you come into this space and you sing a song, or that you go to Tea's choir rehearsal and you sing in community, those things are really so significant about what's going to help us through these times that are so challenging. And so thank you for reminding us about all of that. I always give an example, which is that on the days that I'm running tech and I'm hosting, I'm doing whatever, and I think like the singing is like going to be sort of side, back in the background for me, but I'll be working the buttons and singing along without even realizing I'm doing it. I'll catch myself, like, because I can't help it. There's music, there's an opportunity to blend voices, and what could be better, basically. So, T, do you have stuff coming up you want to share?
Yeah, I've got an online singing series coming up starting this next week. It's called From Whence Do You Draw Your Strength? And in the ways that song for me is something that gives me strength, I feel like I'm drinking from the well when I sing. It's an opportunity to come together for um, a number of weeks together on Zoom for 6 weeks and sing and ask each other, where do you get strength from? And what are the songs that give us strength? So that'll be happening. My choir will have a big sing at the end of May here in Sebastopol for any local people. We'll invite the community to come sing with us. And I have a newsletter that's a great place to stay tuned on any other upcoming offerings. So I think the link to that will be in the chat, and there'll be plenty more upcoming things if you sign up for my newsletter. Yeah.
Great, thank you, T. So yeah, I hope that folks in the room will be able to interact with you more, and also that we'll be able to sing with you again really soon. I may have missed it, but is the singing workshop that you're doing virtual, or is that an in-person thing?
Virtual. Yeah.
Woohoo! All right,
Yeah.
gang, we got a place we
All
can find each
right.
other again. So
Join
yeah,
me.
thank you. Really great, T. I see the links are in the chat, so folks, please make sure you take those. And folks out there on the live stream, the links are in your comment section, so grab at it. And T, do you want to share anything else before we head into more singing?
Just one little plug that I'll put in is I also have a Patreon page, which is a Patreon is a website where you can subscribe and get songs and put as little as $3 a month into supporting an artist like me who makes their living by singing, um, or doing whatever they do, but in my case, singing. So you can sign up and you'll get songs every so often or updates from me. And it's also just a sweet way to support my work in the world or other artists' work in the world. So check out my Patreon page. Yeah.
Thank you, T. Yeah, so we definitely have heard from a lot of artists how challenging the pandemic was because even before the pandemic, there was like a shift in the income that comes in from CD sales because people had stopped buying CDs. And when you then took away the income from touring or from doing workshops or whatever else, how challenging that was. And I know there's a lot of artists who are still pedaling faster, trying to kind of make up for that lost time to catch back up, to be able to figure out how to rebuild the sustaining work. And so I think that's really great that you've offered that. And thanks for doing that. Okay, what do you think? Shall we?
Let's sing a little more. And let me just, I think just so you have the link to that page, let me just put it in there for you. Here it is. All right, there's that link. Okay, let's sing some more. So this second song is one that I've almost never taught, but it felt fun to sing it with you today. I've had a couple of deaths in my life in the last couple of weeks, and in the midst of that grief, this song feels relevant and like a good one to hold me and hold us. This is one of my songs. It's called Safe Passage, and the words are safe passage, safe passage, safe passage onward. That's the whole thing, and you can change safe passage to steady feet, steady feet, steady feet onward, or may angels surround you, may angels surround you onward. It goes like this. Safe passage, safe passage, safe passage onward. Join me when you got it. I'll just keep singing it and trust you'll get it. Safe passage, safe passage, safe passage onward. And again. Safe passage, safe passage, safe passage onward. Steady feet, steady feet, steady feet, steady feet onward. Steady feet, steady feet, steady feet onward. May angels surround you. May angels surround you. May angels surround you. May angels surround you onward. Angels. May angels surround you. May angels surround you. May angels surround you onward. Safe passage, safe passage, safe passage onward. Guided, you are guided, guided onward. Guided, guided, guided onward. Safe passage. Sing it for yourself. Safe passage, safe passage, safe passage onward. Safe passage, safe passage, safe passage onward. Last time, may angels surround you. Sing it for someone else on the screen. May angels surround you. May angels surround you. May angels surround you onward. May angels surround you. May angels surround you. May angels surround you onward. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, T. Martin. That was beautiful. So I always love what different artists bring into this space. And T, what you brought today, I think, was a real focus and energy on seeing each other. You know, we take time when we're saying hello and goodbye, and sometimes we specifically look at each person as we're waving. But you really, I think you brought forward each person today in their square, us thinking about the healing that they might need or the hurting that they might be experiencing or whatever the things are. So thank you, T, for really, you're back in our living room, we're back in your living room, and it does feel like home and like family to have you here. So thank you.
Thanks, everybody. So good to see you all. Hope to sing with you again.
Great. Thanks so much. Let's give it up one more time for T. Martin for bringing us a beautiful thing. T, good luck with all of the singing that you're doing, and we hope we'll see you at some of your events and have you back here again soon. Everybody, let's do the goodbying today where we look everybody in the eye. So start by looking everybody in YouTube in the eye. Hey, YouTube. Thanks for joining us here today. And everybody on the Facebook live stream. Thank you for being here with us today. And T, we're going to wave you out of the room. Thanks so much for being here. Make sure you check out all T's links, and we hope to see you again soon. And let's say goodbye. Everybody look at Deborah in Kentucky. Thank you, Deborah in Kentucky, for being here today. Everybody look at Bob and Mabel and the Bears in Mass. Everybody look at Julie in Ontario. Everybody look at Susan in Cincinnati. Everybody look at Louise in Devon, UK. Everybody look at Ruth and Clive in Bromsgrove, UK. It actually says Clive and Clive on your thing. That's really funny. Everybody look at the Clive in the front and the Clive in the back. Athena in Brooklyn, we're all looking at you. Lots of love to you. Jim Harkless, everybody's looking at you. Lots of love. Carolyn in Boise, Idaho with an angel. Everybody smile at Carolyn. Hello and thank you to Lola in British Columbia. Everybody say goodbye to Lola. Everybody, Annette in California. And Bonnie in Boise, Idaho. Lots of love to you too. Sue in Seattle. Everybody see that beautiful smile. Hoda in British Columbia. Lovely to see you emoting on the screen today. Everybody wave to Hoda. Everybody wave to Laris coming in from the UK. Great to see you, Laris. Everybody wave to Kathleen in Albuquerque. Everybody wave to Linda on Orcas Island. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little bit like I'm on Sesame Street, but we'll keep going. Everybody wave to Dan in Vienna, Virginia. Great to see you, Dan. Thanks for being here today. Everybody wave to Pauline. And oh, look, we've been joined by William coming in from Newcastle, UK. Everybody wave to William. Hi, William. Lots of love. Everybody wave to Linda in Concord, Mass. And to Sheila in North Florida. And to, look, we found a curly top coming in from Vermont. Everybody wave to Willard. Great to see you. Nice sunshine over your shoulder. Not actually any in real life here. Everybody wave to, oh, and we've got somebody. Maybe that's Dawn. Lots of love. Everybody to Ann in Silver Spring. Great to have you with us today, Ann. And glad your camera's on. We love seeing you. And everybody wave to Kathy in Colorado. Another big smile. Everybody wave to Deli in Maryland. Great to see you, Deli. Everybody wave to Storm in Mass. Also with an angel. Very nice. Everybody wave to Marcia in Huntsville, Ontario. To Gary in Mass. To Aloysius coming in from Mass. And Nancy's cow. Everybody wave to the cow. Everybody wave to Anna. Anna, thank you so much for all you do before, behind, and around the scenes. Very nice to have you here today. And everybody wave to Bob in Albany, who has an apron on. Bob is cooking all of us lunch. Everybody wave to Caroline in DC. Everybody wave to Penny in Victoria with your camera on. Glad to see you, Penny. Thanks so much for being here. All right, and let's catch all the folks off video. Caitlin in the Bay Area, Kevin in DC, Elizabeth in California, Noelle, Kat in Vermont, and Lynn in Connecticut. Thanks so much, gang, for being here. And thanks to Tay for making our space feel even more homier than usual.